Welcome back Stoics on Stoic Spark. If you're here right now listening to these words, then something inside you is shifting, something inside you is waking up, and I need you to hear this without skipping, without jumping ahead, without trying to numb the truth, because this moment right here might be the one that changes the way you see everything, especially the way you see yourself, your past, and the person who walked away from you or pushed you away like you were disposable. There is always a moment right before she regrets losing you, a moment she never sees coming, a moment you never expected to have this much power, and it doesn't happen when you cry, it doesn't happen when you chase, it doesn't happen when you beg for clarity or closure or some crumb of effort from someone who never valued your presence. In the first place, the moment she regrets losing you happens when you stop breaking yourself just to keep her comfortable. This is the part men rarely talk about: how you can give your heart, your time, your loyalty, your entire soul to someone who treats your love like it's optional, like it's replaceable, like it's always going to be there no matter how carelessly she handles it, and then one day the switch flips inside you, and you just stop. You stop trying, you stop explaining, you stop forcing love from someone who doesn't want to match your energy. And in that silence, that unfamiliar stillness, on your end, that's when her world begins to crack. So listen carefully, because this isn't just a breakup, this isn't just heartbreak, this is transformation, this is awakening, this is the very moment she begins to feel the consequences of losing a good man. The shift at first, that she doesn't even register it, she assumes you're just in a mood or distracted or being dramatic, but what she doesn't realize that, this is the calm before her confusion. This is the part where your soul finally takes a breath after months or years of emotional burden. She never appreciated you, and when you go quiet, everything inside her becomes unsettled, even if she pretends not to notice. She was used to your consistency, she took comfort in the way you showed up, the way you always checked on her, even when she didn't check on you, the way you put her first even on days she barely put you second, and that consistency became her safety net, her emotional cushion, the thing she relied on even while pushing you away. But then you stop over-explaining, you stop apologizing for things that weren't your fault, you stop running in circles to fix problems you didn't create, you stop chasing someone who kept walking away, and that calm, steady shift inside you sparks confusion inside her. Confusion she tries to hide behind her pride, but she feels it every time her phone stays silent, every time she refreshes the chat and sees no new messages, every time she wonders why you don't seem as predictable as before. She will try to act unfazed, but the truth is simple: she can feel the distance you created, and it scares her because she's never seen you this calm, this focused, this detached, and that silence hits her deeper than any words you could have said. A woman who believes she can't lose you becomes careless with your heart. She starts assuming her choices have no consequences. She assumes your loyalty is permanent. She assumes your effort is guaranteed, and that illusion becomes her shield, it becomes her blindfold, and it's exactly why she doesn't see the downfall coming. But when you detach, the illusion collapses instantly. She starts questioning everything. She starts noticing details she ignored before: the slight change in your tone, the delay in your replies, the lack of vulnerability she was used to drinking in like water. She notices the way your energy shifts from chasing her to cantering yourself, and that shift destroys the illusion she relied on. Her confidence becomes shaky, her pride becomes fragile, her sense of control begins to fade, and she doesn't know how to handle it, because she only knows how to feel secure when you're chasing her. Now you're not chasing, you're walking in a straight line forward without looking back, and she can't process that kind of strength, because now she thought your heart belonged to her no matter what she did. Her illusion of control didn't fade because she lost you, it faded when she realized you didn't need her anymore, and that is a feeling she cannot hide from no matter how tough she pretends to be. She will always try to look unfazed at first. She'll post pictures where she's smiling too hard, she'll dress up, she'll go out, she'll pretend she's living her best life, she'll convince her friends she's fine, she'll convince strangers she's fine, she'll even convince herself for a little while, but masks always crack, always melt, always slip, when the truth underneath is screaming. Because late at night when the noise dies down, when no one is watching, when she's alone with her own thoughts, that is the time when mask breaks into pieces. She replays your conversations, she replays your arguments, she replays the way you cared, and she replays the way she pushed you away, and the regret begins weaving itself through the cracks in her pride. She starts wondering if you're checking her stories but you're not, she posts things hoping you'll react but you don't, she tries to act desirable but the one man she wants validation from isn't paying attention anymore, and that breaks her far more than she'll ever admit. The mask was her shield but now it's her prison, and she can't hide the loneliness that fills the gaps where your presence used to be. This is when regret starts tightening around her ribs. She starts remembering everything you did, everything she overlooked, everything she dismissed as normal because she thought you'd always be around. She remembers the loyalty, the comfort, the deep emotional safety you gave her. She remembers the way you listened even on days you were exhausted, the way you encouraged her, the way you tried to understand her even when she didn't understand herself. And memories become heavy when they're from past. In regret she rereads old messages, she scrolls through pictures, she scrolls back to the first conversations, she watches old videos she saved but never told you about, because she never expected to lose you, she never expected to miss you, she never expected the absence to hit her harder than the breakup ever did. That memory loop becomes her punishment, and she replays everything in her mind, because deep down she knows this is the end of the story she painted. She can never get same from the man she pushed away. Your silence becomes a language she can't decode, and it terrifies her. Your silence becomes a message, it becomes a mirror. Silence becomes the one thing she never expected to feel from you. She was used to your presence, your reassurance, your emotional clarity, but now she gets none of that. You're no longer her emotional safety net, you're no longer her comfort zone, you're no longer her predictable constant, and that shift shakes her identity, because she tied parts of her self-esteem to your attention, she tied her confidence to the fact that you always cared, she tied her worth to your effort, and now without it she feels a void she never prepared for. She starts checking her phone more, she starts imagining your name popping up, she starts waiting for the message that doesn't come, and with every moment of silence her regret grows louder, louder, louder like a heartbeat she can't calm down. Nothing hits her harder than this stage, not jealousy, not anger, not sadness, but fear. The fear that another woman is seeing the version of you she took for granted, the fear that someone else is appreciating your loyalty, the fear that another woman is benefiting from the emotional strength she never supported, the fear that the man she ignored is now becoming everything she secretly wanted all along and someone else gets to experience it. She starts comparing herself to women you interact with even if nothing is happening. She notices who likes your posts, she notices who you follow, she notices who you stand next to, and her pride starts cracking wide open, because she finally understands that she wasn't competing with other women, she was competing with the man you're becoming, and she's losing that competition badly. Fear creeps into her chest and builds a home there, because replacement isn't just about you finding someone else, it's about someone else appreciating you the way she never did. This is when the battle inside her begins, the war between her pride and her regret. She wants to reach out, but she doesn't know how. She wants to apologize, but the weight of her ego refuses to contacting you. She types messages and deletes them. She is thinking about calling you, but doesn't do that. She checks your page, then closes it, then opens it again 2 minutes later like she's hoping something changes, but it doesn't. Her pride kept her warm while you were chasing her, but now her pride is the same thing, freezing her in place. She wants you back, but doesn't know how from where she can start. She wants to speak but her voice trembles, she wants to fix things but she fears you moved on, and that fear is paralyzing her in a way you cannot imagine. Her pride used to be her armor, now it's her cage. She can't leave it but she can't stay in it either, and the conflict eats her alive daily, living her life without you, the man she loved more than herself. This is the moment the truth hits her full force, the moment she sees herself clearly for the first time in months, maybe after years. She realizes she wasn't patient, she was dismissive, she wasn't independent, she was emotionally unavailable, she wasn't protecting herself from you, she was destroying the relationship with you. She wasn't strong enough to handle a man like you, she was careless, she wasn't the victim, she was the reason it ended. This moment hurts her more than losing you, because now she realizes she created her own heartbreak. She pushed away a man who was ready to build something real with her. She lost someone rare, someone solid, someone loyal to her, someone genuine who loved her the most, someone she will never find again in the same lifetime. This is where regret becomes grief, and she feels it deeply, because the truth is brutal. She lost the man who would have fought for her future, but she didn't fight for him. Now the emotional dynamic flips completely. The man who once cared becomes the man who outgrew the pain. The woman who once felt secure becomes the woman doubting everything in your absence. Your absence becomes her teacher, your growth becomes her punishment, your silence becomes her reminder that someone loved her but she was so immature and ruthless, who breaks him into pieces, now looking for that type of man rest of the life. She becomes the one replaying everything, she becomes the one wondering what you're doing, she becomes the one wanting clarity, she becomes the one craving validation, she becomes the one who can't let go, even though she pretended she already did or lost you. The emotional tables aren't turning, they already turned, and she's realizing it too late. While she's drowning in what-ifs, you're rising in silence, your peace gets deeper, your confidence grows, your mindset sharpens, you start becoming the man you were supposed to be before heartbreak. You focus on your health, your career, your goals, your mission, your self-respect, your discipline, your purpose. You stop needing permission to be great, you stop needing validation, you stop needing her to understand the depth of your love, because now you understand the depth of your worth, and nothing intensifies her regret more than watching the man she once had become the man she always wanted, except now she can't access him anymore. This is the moment everything inside her breaks, the moment she realizes she didn't lose you when you walked away, she lost you when she stopped appreciating you. She finally feels the consequences she thought she would avoid, she finally feels the emptiness she used to ignore, she finally feels the pain she assumed you would always carry alone. She finally feels at the deep heavy ache of losing a good man, a loyal man, a patient man, a man who truly cared, not the type who plays games, not the type who replaces love with ego, not the type who loves halfway, but the type who gives with everything he has, and she realizes she will never find that again, not in the same way, not with the same depth, not with the same sincerity. Regret becomes her shadow and she can't outrun it and has to live with it forever. And now here is the Stoic truth you must carry forward: her regret is not your responsibility, her guilt is not your problem, her pain is not your burden to carry, her healing is not your job to do. You don't rise, so she feels bad, you rise because life demands that, you grow, you rise because heartbreak forced you to evolve, you rise because you finally chose yourself. Let her regret teach her whatever lessons it needs. Your only responsibility now is to protect your peace, to build your future, to honor your worth, and to keep becoming the man you were always meant to be. If this video hit you hard, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Watch more videos on Stoic Spark to sharpen your mind, and make sure you subscribe this channel for daily Stoic wisdom that keeps you strong, grounded, and unshakable every single day.